Hey, how's it going? Just Average Schmo back, and we are ready to dive into some more of that Disney Lorcana trading card game. I'm not one of those people, like the Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I know they got a number of different card games like that. In fact, I know they had one for Star Wars at one time. I don't know whether they still do. I've got some of the old Star Wars cards from that game downstairs. I'll probably look those up. See if any of them have any big value. I don't think they did with that Star Wars playable card game. I don't think they did like the different levels of rarity like the Pokemon and like Lorcana do. But I think there were some cards that were obviously more sought after than others. So I know we got a Darth Vader card that looks different from the other ones. That might actually have some value to it. But yeah. I never really played any of these games, but I love Disney. And I like these cards. I mean, they use original art. These aren't just like cookie cutter copies of animation from the shows or whatever. These are, it's new art done for the cards. Alright, here we go. See some shine back there. We've got Squeaks. We've got Zootopia. I just watched Zootopia 2 last night. Pretty good show. We have got Nala, obviously from The Lion King. We have got Chef Tui. I believe that's from Moana. Donald Duck. I wasn't really looking at the symbols. I think all of those were commons. And this is a common also. Alright, next we've got Aduna. Aduna. I don't recognize her. I don't recognize that. Alright, uncommon card. We got Judy Hopps. Uncommon for Chien Po. Uncommon for John Smith. I think I got a John Smith in the other series of the ones I opened. Okay, we got a rare for the battering ram. That's not very exciting. Rare for Let's Get Dangerous. Oh yeah, Darkwing Duck. Who doesn't like Darkwing Duck? Alright, next we have got, I believe this is a legendary. And this is, well, I forget what they call these. Because you got like the regular one of each level of rarity, but then you have the like refractor version of it. So this might have some value to it. I know I looked up the Snow White legendary card that I got from the other one, and what it brought up was saying that on average sales were around $60 is what the Snow White was selling for. So this might have some decent value to it. It is my grandmother Willow. So that's kind of cool. And then of course we have our puzzle beasts. I imagine these probably end up having some value too, because people that want to complete those puzzles and maybe put them in a frame. Certain ones maybe. I mean, I don't know whether they produce all those puzzle pieces in the same amount. Maybe the puzzle pieces themselves are, a couple of them are rarer. Alright, here we go. I don't see any shine here. So that might not be a good... Of course, you can still get a legendary card. It just won't be the foil. Or like the refractor type. We have Pua. We've got Snowball Fight. We've got Mother Will Protect You. Got a different Donald Duck one. Tiny Tim's Crutch. The Terror That Flaps in the Night. Darkwing Duck again. Alright, uncommons. We have Gantu. Mickey Mouse. Pudge. Rare. The Graveyard of Christmas Future. Alright, here we do have... This is a legendary, but it's not, again, it's not the full-blown, like, refractor one, but the legendary cards are slightly different from, like, the other base ones, because even the base legendary card has kind of the more embossed part on it, and it's got a little bit of a shine, but not like the full, like, not everything, just like Donald Duck and the wreaths are kind of embossed and shiny. And then we do have, well, this is a rare, but it is the refractor of that same Graveyard of Christmas Future. And then we have, what is this? I don't know what this is. It doesn't look like a puzzle piece, but it's got... I don't know what that is. I guess I'll have to Google it and find out. Alright. Well, obviously the best one I pulled as far as value-wise would be the Grandmother Willow Legendary. So, there we go. What did you think of those 2 packs of Lorcana Winterspell? Nothing outrageous, I don't think. Again, I don't know how much, maybe that Grandmother Willow has got a decent amount of value to it. I'll have to look those up. I'll look each and every one of them up and kind of see what they're trending at. As much as I love Disney, I probably won't keep. There might be some of them that I decide to keep, but overall, I'll probably eventually get around to selling them. Although some of them I might put off to the side and send them in to get graded. I looked at degree grading, but then I also looked at the Titan grading company, which I've seen a lot of people I've seen give reviews on that company. They're very happy with it. They've got very reasonable pricing, and I think it's located right here in Ohio. So I might go with that one. In fact, I might even decide. I mean, I might mail some in, but then I might think about maybe waiting until I know I have the money to pay when I go, and they do accept like in-person submissions. So maybe just make a road trip of it one weekend, and take like 10 cards or something and go and just pay for them, so that they get in the queue. Immediately. They don't have to go through the transit to get there. But yeah, so some of those Lorcana cards I might actually look at getting graded. We'll see. Alright, well, comment down below what'd you think. As always, look out for yourself and everyone around you so you have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. And next up will be a blaster box of 2025. Right there, 2025, right? Is that what I got? Pretty sure that's what I got. I don't know. I don't see the year on here anywhere. Okay, yeah, there it is. 2025 WNBA. Still looking for the downtown. Maybe we'll get lucky this time. But you know what? I'm going to keep buying Donruss. The odds are eventually I will pull a downtown. And honestly, like I said, at this point, I don't care if I pull a downtown for the crappiest person to ever play the sport. Just so I can say I pulled a downtown. But come back. Make sure you tune in for that when it drops. Until then, see ya.